In this video, I'll show you how to set up a management zone in Dynatrace.
For example, let's say we have around 50 hosts deployed in Dynatrace, and we have two teams like application team A and application team B. Without management zones, both the teams will be able to see all the 50 hosts which are deployed. We just wanted team A to have only access to 25 hosts, and team B should have access to 25 hosts. So this is where management zone comes into picture. A management zone helps us to filter the entities like host services, web applications, and categorize them into a particular group, so that this management zone can be designated to application teams, and so that each team can see only what they manage.
So here in the settings page, we have preferences where management zones are listed out. So here we can see there are already few management zones which are already created. We'll try to add a new management zone with some application name for demonstration. Let's say Zomato. I'll name this management zone as Zomato production application. So we'll try to add all the hosts and services that belongs to this particular application in this management zone. So we have to add a rule where the rule type should be monitored entity. So we are trying to add all the hosts that belongs to this management zone. So this application. So monitored entity is host. The rule applies to hosts, and here we need to add a condition. And in the property, since we are taking hosts, I'll take host name. So there are many properties, out of which currently we are trying to filter out host. The property name should be host name, and operator, since I already know the host name, I'll take the operator as equals. So host name is equals to AK, that is my host name. So it will capture based on that value. So in the display entities, it has already captured. You can see the host name below, and if you toggle on this apply to process, it will even capture the process running on that particular host. So yeah, this is the host name, and all the other pages we have the process that are running on this, and we can just save the changes. Again, I'll just open the same management zone where we can add a new rule. We'll now try to filter some services which belongs to this particular application. So again, the rule type should be monitored entity, and the rule applies to services. And now we need to further filter based on, we need to write some condition like what are the services. So let's take the property as service name. Service name, and service name equals to, if you know the service name, you can just give it in the value section. I'll just copy the service name which I have. This is the one service that is currently running on my host. So I'll just copy the service name here and give it in the value, so that Dynatrace will capture that particular service. And if you just click on the display entities, it will show the captured services. So yeah, we have this service listed down here. We can just go ahead and save the changes. So now we have the hosts and the services listed in this particular management zone. If you go to the host, like currently, since I have explained you the basic level, like if the host name is equals to this, it will filter out based on that. If you have a list of entities, like list of hosts which has different naming convention, so based on these operators we need to filter out. Like you can use this particular operator called content regex, and if you have different naming convention of hosts, you can use content regex and use this particular special character to separate each host, and you can just list out all the names like AK, let's say for example ARK 001, whatever I'm writing here, and 002. or the name can be completely different from there need not be a particular format here. When you are using contains regex, you can give different names. Like if you have different names which belongs to the same application, you can list out all the names here, and it will capture based on this particular operator and the values. Whatever values are there all will be listed out. Since I don't have those hosts here, they are not here, it is just for the demonstration. Since I have only one host, I have shown you that if you have different hosts with different naming conventions, you can use this particular operator. And you have many other operators you can use, ends with contains or begins with. That completely depends on your requirement. Like if you have host or different hosts which ends with a particular text like AK, you can use ends with AK, so it will list out all the hosts that ends with AK. And if you have a particular series of hosts like AK 001, 002, 003, in this case you can just use the operator begins with and you can give all the names, or you can just say begins with AK. If all the hosts in the series has the starting the naming convention is like this, it starts with AK and it ends with 001, 002, and the naming convention is like that, you can just say begins with AK, or you can just say contains AK and it will list out all the hosts that contains AK or begins with AK. So you can use all these different operators, and as per your requirement, how your naming convention which for the host that belongs to a particular application, based on that. You can always use contains regex if you have different naming convention for all the hosts that belongs to this particular application where you are creating a management zone. So here let's see, we have different names of hosts. So you can take contains regex and just you can cross check it using the display entities option, so that all the entities that are here in the value section are listed out there below that. So currently I'll just go with I only have one host, so I'm just saving this particular management zone with this value AK, so that that particular host is categorized into this management zone. I'll just navigate to the dashboard section where I'll try to open a dashboard, and let's see how we can filter out the entities based on when a dashboard is created for a particular application. Let's take this dashboard, infra health overview, which is a common dashboard. Now currently it is showing all the entities, like we didn't filter it based on any management zone. So since we have only one disk usage metric on one host, it is showing one, but we can just go to the data explorer and at the top filter out, we can filter out based on that particular management zone. And since we have the one host, it is showing that one disk usage metric. So yeah, here we'll just try to restrict a particular tile with for a management zone. Like see, for example, Zomato production application is listed out here. When we take a different management zone, since it doesn't contain any other hosts in that particular management zone, we don't have any data displayed. And when we are selecting Zomato, since as you have added one particular host to that management zone, so here the disk usage for that particular host has been showing up. And if you have a list of hosts added to that particular management zone, you will be having different many tiles of disk usages shown up here. Since I only have one host, it is showing only one disk usage metric, and similarly for all the other tiles like CPU usage, memory usage, you can just click on the tile, and in the right side you have the custom management zone option, where you can you have a list of, in the drop down you can select the management zone of your choice and filter it based on that. And here let's see, even for the services you can do the same. Like if you select that particular management zone, only services related to that will be filtered out.
I'll talk more about management zones and its applications in Dynatrace in the part 2 of, and apart from that I'll be talking about various other topics like dashboards, log monitoring, DQLs, custom metrics ingestion in the upcoming videos. So please subscribe so that you'll get notified